You just do this? Okay. Oh my God, okay.
Just
I'm ready.
be careful of your nose. Watch your nose.
Okay, watching my nose.
And then just hold it at the front, at the bottom, to give a bit of a guidance.
Okay, we're going to let you give you the weight. Ready?
That's crazy. What?
So there you are. You've got a 1945 American Mark V on your shoulder.
Oh my. Hello, welcome back. How's it going? So last September I had the chance to attend the Go Diving show here in Sydney at the Sydney Showgrounds, and it's basically like a giant convention of all of the latest dive tech, dive gear, underwater photography gear, dive travel, ocean conservation organizations, and pretty much everything in between. Oh, there are so many cool things here to check out. Look at this tank. I think that's an ROV. I don't even know. Do you know what that is? Whoa!
It's a machine.
It's a machine?
It was earlier too.
Oh my gosh. I think the most fun I've ever had underwater was on a scooter. But okay. So this looks like the test pool. And it looks like this gentleman is trying out side mount scuba, which is when you have two tanks, one on each side, and I think mainly used for cave diving. So you can squeeze through tight areas that are like, I was gonna say dorso-ventrally tough to slide through, but that's just me preparing for my talk. And it was really fun, really, really cool experience. I also was there because I had a few friends who were hosting booths or giving talks, like Vanessa Torres Mucho from Aquatic Imaging Australia was there, and Sarah Handebo from Spot a Shark was there, two of my good friends. So I wanted to go and support them, but the main reason that I was there was I was actually giving a talk, 40-minute talk about stingrays. So you say that, I'm there no matter where it is. And it was amazing. I got to talk to a lot of people about flat sharks and yeah, share why I think that they're so cool and they deserve more of the spotlight. But I digress. We'll talk about that in another video. And yeah, I got some time to just wander around all the other exhibits and look at the different booths. And you know, I'm just surrounded by so much incredible high-tech gear, underwater photography equipment. But surprisingly, the thing that caught my attention the most was actually a booth that was celebrating the past. So yeah, I wandered over to the Historical Diving Society table and immediately got sucked into conversation with Simon and Phil from the Historical Diving Society, which was so fun. They were incredibly passionate and knowledgeable about all of the different types of helmets they've had throughout the years. Like, they probably had, I think, maybe 8 or 9 different historical diving helmets on their display, and Phil and Simon could go through and tell me like what year, what make each of those were, what country they were from, and it was just so impressive. Okay, cool.
Best one to dive would be the US Mark V.
Yeah, you heard that right. So turns out the Historical Diving Society isn't just a bunch of people who admire the history of scuba diving and have cool relics. They're actually using this gear to go scuba diving currently. Like literally last weekend, these guys went scuba diving in, I think the Navy, the US Navy Mark V is what it was called. I don't really remember. So they're actually using this gear still, which is definitely crazy, but also it appears to be safer than one might expect. Are they safe? Like, what is...
Yeah, no, they're really safe.
About the experience.
Well, probably a little bit safer than scuba diving.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, because you've got air being pumped to the diver from the surface.
Like snuba, kind of?
A little bit like scuba. It's
or snuba, like a...
Well, if you're using a hand pump, which is that one behind me over there, the air, the attendants are pumping the air from the surface to the diver. If something happens to the air line that connects to no air, gets pumped down, you've still got 7 minutes to turn around. You've got enough air in your suit, enough air in your helmet, and still enough air in the line to turn around, get back to the ladder, and get out of the water.
Okay, so let's just do a quick overview of the gear that's needed to do helmet diving. I think it's called dress diving / hard hat diving / historical hard hat diving. There's a lot of different terms. But essentially, in this kit, you have a dress, which is like essentially the giant Ziploc bag that you get put into that's airtight. You have the breastplate, which is where the helmet sits on top of. Then you have the helmet or the bonnet that has like all your hoses connected to it. And then you also have a massive weight belt and 2 shoes that are additional weights that equate to, I think he said, 75 kilos is the total weight of the entire suit when it's on at the surface, which is just crazy. So heavy. So unlike modern scuba, there's no air tank that goes down with the diver. It's actually just a hose that's connected to the back of the helmet that goes all the way up to the surface, so it's surface supplied air. In fact, early systems used to actually use a hand pump operated system to supply air to their diver deep below, but as time went on, they actually created a machine for it, a compressor machine that was able to do it less manually. But like, how crazy? What else is different than modern scuba? Oh, their buoyancy. So like the entire suit fills with air. That's why they need so much weight, and their shoes are heavy and they have a weight belt on and the helmet's all heavy. Like they will float otherwise because that entire suit and the dome is flooded with air. The way that they can kind of control their buoyancy, I guess it's kind of like similar to dry suit diving. I haven't done it yet, but it sounds like it is. You actually regulate the amount of air in your suit and helmet to increase or decrease your buoyancy. But how will they do that if there's not like a dump valve? Well, there is. There's a dump valve on the outside of their helmet where they can adjust like smaller adjustments, but I think the main one is actually inside of the helmet, which they have to use their chin in order to access. So if they want to like dump air out, they like push their chin on this valve and it helps let out air so they can manage their buoyancy.
What we have on the side here is called the spit cock. So if for whatever reason your front windows or lights get fogged up, you put your mouth to the inside hole here, open that up, water comes through there into your mouth.
What?
You then close it like that, and then you spit that water onto each of the windows to clear it, so then you can see back out again.
No way.
Yeah.
True story.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's called, a spit cock.
That's insane.
And you'll find that on just about all of the helmets.
Crazy. But also, these seem like more low tech, like at first glance, than like modern scuba. But what I thought was really interesting is like they have a radio inside. They have topside communication, which is super duper cool. And I think they also might have the ability to do buddy to buddy talking. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, so it's like decently high tech for something that was originally developed in the early 1800s. I think 1823 was the first time that people were using hard hat helmets to go diving and got air through a hose to somebody underwater. But like, we've definitely come a far way, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that that original technology clearly is standing the test of time, so that's pretty impressive. Pretty cool. Do you need like any special certification to dive with these, or
Yeah,
you gotta
so-
go with the right people?
So the certification you need is you've got to be an open water diver.
Wow.
And yeah, like PADI, NAUI, SSDI. And then once you have that certification, then they do run a course under the NAUI banner. And that's one held once a year down in Portland in Victoria.
That is so
3-day course.
cool.
Yeah.
So you would never like book a recreational dive trip and rock up with your own gear like this. You would book a trip where you're using this gear, where there's like specialized people on the boat to help you with it, right?
100%.
Yeah, you would
yes,
just be like,
yeah.
guys, don't worry, I don't need to rent a mask, I got one.
Exactly. So, for example, last year I went to the UK with my daughter. They've got a historical dive society over there in the UK. They do what we do, have meetings. I just turned up at the meeting. I'm from Phil McGowan from Australia.
Yeah.
I knew them via the internet, for years beforehand, but I'd never met them in person. They gave me a big hug. 30 minutes later, I was dressed in the suit and I was walking around the bottom of Stony Cove Quarry.
What the heck? Okay, well, did it take you 30 minutes to get into the suit, or just you got into the suit, had a little downtime, and then...
Correct. So it took me probably 15 minutes of handshakes and meet and greet,
Yeah.
and then to get dressed and actually get in the water takes around about 15 minutes.
Yeah, there's a whole process of how to actually get into the suit, and I just watched a really cool documentary that looks like it was made in like the 1920s of, I think, the US Navy instructing people how to don on the entire kit, and it is complicated. It is a team sport, to say the least. You need at least 3 people to get into it, but 4 is sometimes handy. I think they said that there's like, somebody to help you get into the suit and screw everything in, but there's also a supervisor to make sure that you're doing everything well and that the diver is safe, and then the diver also plays a role. So there's up to 4 people helping anybody get into the suit, which makes sense because it's so freaking heavy. But yeah, I got a little tiny land-based taste of what that could be like. It looks like you ever see SpongeBob the movie?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you get my reference. That's the only place that I feel like I've ever seen one of these. I've not seen this in person. It's so cool. Bring them back. Bring them back. Make them mainstream. I'm trying to get certified. Let's do it.
All right, so what are we doing? We're going to pop you in one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
You choose.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Which helmet are we going to use? Boys? Let's
That's
get it on.
insane.
Let's get it on.
What? You just do this? Oh my god. Okay. I'm
Just
ready.
be careful of your nose. Watch your nose.
Okay, watching my nose.
And then just hold it at the front, at the bottom, to give a bit of a guidance.
Okay, we're going to let you give you the weight. Ready?
That's crazy. What?
So there you are. You've got a 1945 American Mark V on your shoulders.
Oh my! I see the
Just a
speaker.
little bit of
Oh.
realistic.
Thank you. Wow! This is insane. I feel like I'm like in a house right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can see the speaker. I can see the thing that's supposed to like fill up my mouth with water.
Yeah. It's
Can you feel the button on the...
Oh! Yeah!
Yeah, that's the dump valve. The dump
Oh,
air out.
cool!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accessible. They really thought of everything here. It's
Yeah.
got a sunroof.
Okay, but when the faceplate's on, what about if you've got an itch?
So we close this up. How are you going to scratch your nose now? Okay. Now we're just be careful of your nose at the front
Yeah.
as it comes through the head.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That was crazy.
There you go.
I feel so light right now. I feel like it's just like anything's possible. That was so cool. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the heaviest one out of all of them.
Is it?
Yeah. If we put a light one on you, you'll feel the difference. Do you want to put a light one on?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
Let's
think this
get
happens
the,
every day, so.
Let's do the English. We're going English now.
Okay. American versus English.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
British, we're going British.
Going Brits.
Okay.
Yep.
Slow it down. There you go. No spit cock on this one because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a military one.
It smells different.
No, sorry, it's got the spit cock, but no dump valve on it.
What happens if they need to dump?
You can dump it through your spit cock. You can open your spit cock and air will come out of there.
Is
as
this it?
well. Yep, that's
Yep,
it.
so-
Push it up.
So, and then out like that.
Oh, I see.
So closed, open. Closed, open.
Okay, now we're going to put the faceplate on you.
What about the button? Where's the button on this?
Where?
There's
Oh,
no button on this one.
oh, there's no button?
No button.
Now this is actually the best time to describe if you're having great relationships or problems. This is the best time to put a window on someone.
Hey,
Put it in the water now.
I'm ready. I'm ready. This has been watched.
All right.
Wow. That is crazy. So am I certified now?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Yeah, I think
You've got the
so.
weight belt to go. And,
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Let's wrap this all up with a cheesy ending. So I came to the Go Diving show to look at the future of diving and the technologies that have emerged in the past decade. But I left with an increased appreciation for the past. No, but for real, it was so cool, and I was definitely, like, I didn't even think that I would be stumbling upon this stand at the Go Diving show, and I certainly didn't think that that's where I was gonna spend the majority of my time while at the Go Diving show, but you know, Phil and Simon were just so charismatic. They were so passionate about what they were doing and showcasing to the world. I just couldn't help but fall in love with it too. So who knows? Simon and Phil, if you're watching this, maybe one day I'll join you out there underwater with 7 million pounds of weight on me. But until then, I will catch you on the next one. All right, bye.